Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Southern Puma, the jack of all trades, master of none. And today, I am going to give you guys my top 5 favorite moments in WWE from 2022. Now, before we begin, nothing from backstage will be on this list. Vince McMahon retiring will not be on this list. If AEW was on this list, Brawl Out wouldn't be on this list. This is just purely on-screen stuff. Be sure to like and subscribe. Go to the comment section down below. Request something you want me to see or talk about. Go to the description below and check out my Instagram, Twitter, and 2 Discord servers if you want to talk directly with me. One of them is the one I'm active in. The other one is the server for the YouTube channel. And without any further ado, let's go. Number 5, Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 38. Now, this match had no right to be as good as it was, because at that point, Austin had been out of the ring for 19 years. This was his big return match that nobody saw coming. Leading up to the show, people thought it was just going to be a promo. They thought it was just going to be a Kevin Owens show promo, but that ain't what happened, alright? That ain't what happened. It turned into a no-holds-barred match on the night itself. Kevin Owens was in the ring with Austin and he was saying, I didn't call you out here to talk. I called you out here to fight. And Austin says, if y'all want me to kick the shit out of Kevin Owens, give me a hell yeah. Obviously the crowd's gonna say hell yeah. And they have a match. Yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin had a wrestling match in 2022. And my mom was just so excited because she never thought that I would ever get to see Stone Cold Steve Austin live. And when we were watching that show, I immediately found out why Austin's the legend he is. Because 20 years after this dude's last match, he puts on a banger of a match at WrestleMania. I can't believe that. Like, that was insane to me. Number 4, Sami Zayn becomes the honorary Uce. Now, this was just one of the most wholesome moments from WWE this year, because Sami Zayn, this, like, lovable goofball who is just funny, and people loved him. Nobody really expected this to go anywhere, because they thought it was just going to be a one-off comedy bit. But then it turned into Sami Zayn being almost a main eventer with the Bloodline. And it was really cool because from jump, Jey Uso did not want anything to do with this. But Roman gave Sami an honorary Uce t-shirt, and that moment was just amazing. Sami's facial expressions, Roman's general attitude, it just all meshed into something that was brilliant. From Jey ripping off Sami's shirt to say, he thought that Roman was kicking him out. That's why he was so vicious ripping off the shirt. It made me kind of upset for Sami. And then Roman pulls out this black shirt and then throws it to Sami. Sami unfolds it, honorary Uce, and that was just it put a big dumb smile on this redneck's face. It was awesome. And Sami Zayn is really one of the best things going in WWE right now. Like, I can't really say anything else. I can't really say anything more positive about Sami that people haven't already said. It's amazing. Number 3, Cody Rhodes returns at WrestleMania 38. This is the second WrestleMania entry on this list, and there's a reason for that. WrestleMania 38 was an amazing show, and this moment here proves why. Cody Rhodes, who had just left AEW not like a month and a half before, had gone freaking silent on Twitter and on social media, not saying a thing for 40 days. People didn't know what Cody's next step was going to be. People were confused. They were like, why isn't he saying anything? Well, it was because he was gearing up for this amazing return. As an AEW fan, I heard his AEW song, and that just blew my mind. As soon as I heard wrestling has more than one royal family, that got an insane pop out of me. And it really had no right to get that big of a pop out of me. But it was amazing. And Cody's run after that, with the feud with Rollins that started at WrestleMania, was just brilliant. And it ended in the best way it could have. Cody, who had torn his pectoral muscle on that day, came out, tore it completely off the bone, by the way, comes out in a Hell in a Cell match, takes off his jacket, and it's just purple. It is purple like a grape, and it looked like hell. And he wrestled a 20-plus minute Hell in a Cell match with that injury. And you know what his excuse was for that? I couldn't have injured it any worse. That's literally what he said. That is one of the craziest performances I have ever seen. And he should never do it again. So overall, Cody Rhodes' return and the subsequent run was amazing, and it earned the 3rd spot on my list. Number 2, Roman Reigns as undisputed WWE champion. Now, this may be a bit controversial, but you can't deny that the aftermath of that event was just insanely good for WWE and for the fans. Now, was the match itself good? Not particularly, but it did gangbusters for WWE and the fans. So I am more than happy with that moment. Hindsight being 2020 shows you how good it was, but in the moment the match wasn't necessarily good. But it's the hindsight of the fact alone that brings it at my number 2 spot. And that's all I gotta say about that. And number 1, I just put Bray Wyatt. Not specifically anything, just Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt returned at Extreme Rules this year, and leading up to it, we had these QR code teasers that if you scanned them, it led to a creepy video, and people were saying that it was Bray Wyatt. But that didn't really change the fact. People already knew that it was Bray Wyatt, but that didn't change the fact that the moment itself was one of the greatest returns in WWE for the past 15 years, I'd say. And I'm not alone in saying that. Bray Wyatt is one of the most creative wrestlers of my generation. He is one of the greatest creative minds in wrestling. And it is amazing to see that he's finally getting something to get his hands on and run with. Because The Fiend, the cult leader, all of that, at some point or another, failed under Vince. Now that Triple H is in charge, who knows how well this gimmick can go? Who knows how far it'll go? But anyway, that's pretty much it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go to the description below. Check out my Instagram, Twitter, and 2 Discord servers. Go to the end card here. Check out a random playlist. You know, all the other YouTuber bullshit. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.